grave concern for those women representatives in public life. So I thank each one of you who have conducted the session, as well as those persons who have actually participated in the session as well. And as you all know, we had informed all the chairmen or chairpersons of the women empowerment committees of the states to actually send in the names of people who would want to contribute as part of the deliberations, and we had called those names that had come to us. So it is not as if we wanted to exclude anybody, but it was keeping in mind the suggestions that have come from the states that we had called out the names. I just want to place this also before all the members. So even as we come to the concluding part of our very historic conference that we are conducting in the temple town of Tirupati, there is a resolution that we are going to adopt. And the resolution is based on the deliberations that we have had yesterday on the two very important topics. So I will read out the resolution to you, and at the end, we will adopt the resolution. So I request all of you to kindly pay attention. Those people behind you, Aditi, could you kindly ask them to focus, please? Ma'am, there's a resolution that is going to be passed. You have to listen to this. आपको सुनना है जो resolution अभी हम पारित करने जा रहे हैं. Okay? So I begin the resolution. We, the chairpersons and members of the Committee on the Empowerment of Women of Parliament and State UT legislative bodies, having assembled in Tirupati for the historic first National Conference of Parliamentary and Legislative Committees on the Empowerment of Women, hereby recall the establishment of the Legislative Committee on the Empowerment of Women, which began in 1987 in the state of Madhya Pradesh, followed by the formation in other states. Finally, in 1997, the Parliamentary Committee on Women Empowerment came into existence with a clear and vital mission to ensure that women's rights and welfare are actively monitored and promoted within the framework of India's legislative process. Outcome of the thematic discussions. The deliberations during the plenary sessions of this conference on gender-responsive budgeting and empowering women to face the challenges of emerging technologies have yielded profound and far-reaching outcomes. These discussions have laid a strong foundation for empowering women legislators to take the outcomes of this conference to their respective constituencies, block, tehsil, and villages to bring about meaningful and realistic empowerment in the lives of women of our country. We unanimously resolve the following on gender-responsive budgeting. 1. To apply a gender lens to policy formulation, planning, allocation, execution, and audit. Ensure that every ministry and department evaluates its schemes for gender impact, not just those labeled as women-centric schemes. I hope you get the essence of it. It means not only the women-centric schemes, but all the schemes which are being implemented by states would have to be reviewed through a gender lens. Secondly, use gender disaggregated data to assess how budget allocations affect women and men differently across ministries and departments, because we do not have gender disaggregated data, and this point had come in yesterday. Third, enhance budgetary allocation towards indicators of human development, that is healthcare, education, industrial and vocational training, skill development, and entrepreneurship of women to scale up their employability, career prospect and health. These will enable the women to play their role in achieving the goal of Viksit Bharat. 4. Monitor outcomes through tools like beneficiary assessments. 5. To publish annual gender budget statements to track allocations and outcomes. This normally is not done, so we have put that in the resolution. To promote public access to gender budgeting data to enhance civic engagement, oversight and transparency. Transparency is very, very important for us here. 7. To institutionalize gender responsive budgeting, GRB, at both national and state levels with gender budget cells established across ministries and departments in the states. 8. To adopt gender responsive budgeting, GRB, for promoting decentralized and region specific gender interventions. Some regions may be lagging behind, so we have to have greater focus on such regions. And 9, to promote capacity building initiatives such as manuals, handbooks and training by the Ministry